Calle 8, home to authentic Cuban culture, food, music, art, and home to Domino Park, where retired residents come to play, seeking refuge from a place they couldn't bear to stay. But it's also home to Viernes Culturales.
Hi guys, we're here today at Viernes Culturales.
Yeah, that one. It was a good night, and we couldn't wait to go back. But it seems we wouldn't be able to. Now, we're gonna figure out why. Welcome guys, we're here with Denise from Viernes Culturales. First, I'd like to ask, how long have you been with Viernes Culturales? How and what exactly do you do for Viernes Culturales?
So I've been coming to Viernes Culturales since it began 22 years ago with my family, my mom, my grandmother, my dad. Loved visiting this area even though we grew up in Kendall. So we would come to Little Havana for Viernes Culturales. Now, about 5 years ago, I started working with them more actively because I started seeing that the neighborhood needed like the next generation.
What brought us here today is the fact that Viernes Culturales has been unable to present themselves because of government restrictions. What exactly is happening to Viernes Culturales?
So interestingly enough, as we were able to bring in more private partners and supporters and grow, I guess, financial support, which is what we needed because we weren't getting support from the city. 22 years later, and the city doesn't give us a dime. Not only do they not give us a dime, but now they won't even give us permits to host our monthly event. They think they can do their event and make it better. Mind you, their event is being held with my tax dollars because I live in this area. I live in the city of Miami. They've taken that money that would otherwise go to things like emergency rent assistance or it's a poverty fund that we have. So they've used that money and allocated it to do an event that directly competes with our nonprofit organization, and now took it even a step further where they've not even allowed us to use the Domino Park. What they basically did was they kept trying to add like hurdles to the permit requirement. They kept wanting us to add, and things that, by the way, cost us more money every time to produce our event. And it's kind of signs of like a tyrant style government dictatorship that they protest against, Mm-hmm. Our commissioners came from Cuba,
Hypocrisy.
It's such a hypocrisy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's because they can, A, and B, because they have some sort of issue with one of our board members who didn't support him when he ran for office. I think it's ego and envy. The small business, the employees of those small businesses are the ones affected by all of these moves. And yet those are the people they claim to defend and be trying to preserve, but they're not.
When we were here recently last year, we talked to a vendor who said he's been coming and selling his jewelry and everything for almost a
tener una
decade.
tienda aquí en este evento de Viernes Culturales.
Ya fue alrededor de hace más de 10 años que estoy acá y me gusta porque es uno de los principales eventos culturales que hace la ciudad de Miami, junto con Viernes Culturales, donde se muestra el arte, la música y todo, ¿no? Del arte latino.
Because you're home,
Mm-hmm.
you have a place where you can be yourself.
And all those vendors have become like a family.
Un fuerte sentido de comunidad. Tú sientes que tú te sientes integrado con todos los otros vendedores y el evento y la música.
Por supuesto, sí, cada uno de nosotros siempre representa su arte, el país de cada uno, y ese es nuestro sentir, ¿no? De ser latinos y participar en esta comunidad.
And it's all mixed into this very unique sound that doesn't exist anywhere else either.
And it's so devastating when you hear that we can't have that anymore.
Right.
So what is it that we want to what are we trying to do right now? What are we trying to tell
Good
everyone
question.
to do?
Good question right now. I've become so, I guess, skeptic about what we could all do. Like, do we really have a say, Does our vote really matter anymore? I'm hopeful that it may take some time, but in the next 3 years, we will finally transition over to maybe the next generation of leadership in this city that'll be more open-minded to the things that we're trying to do and to our preservation efforts.
And action.
These stories being shared and calling attention to it helps. It really does. I love hearing their stories of how it all got started. Who were the pioneers, right? I enjoy passing it on, and now my children enjoy it too. So I've done my little part, basically. Thank you guys for calling attention to our organization and really the neighborhood.
Yes. Here in this community, there is so much to be seen. There's art practically in every corner of this neighborhood. And please support your local artists. Thank you so much.